India being a developing country cannot afford to do away with their cars. As of now, we want the government to take stringent steps in reducing the GST on battery. They tell you there are 3,000 cycles warranty. 3,000 cycles means at least a period of 10 years. And there is no guarantee the next year that guy will be there or not.
I'm here at the Hyderabad E-Motor Show 2023, and we're here with founder of Hawk EV, Dr. Anupam Deb. Welcome to the show, Anupam. So, firstly, let's start with you come from a Fauzi background, right?
Fauji background, and I am doing a lot of work for the defense, sir.
Perfect. Let's start by understanding what Hawk EV is all about.
It started with a garage project where we wanted to do a car for ourselves. And then when this car came up, we out of the blue we took it for an expo, and there we got the best technology award where Hyundai was there. A lot of bigwigs are there. Then we realized that this has a potential to be a startup. So we pumped into this company. Today we stand with an order book of around 3,000 cars in a span of 2 years. And then we realized that this is the right thing what we are doing, because with the new government policy or scrapping policy of the government, India being a developing country cannot afford to do away with their cars. Half of the middle class society will be left with no cars. So the only way is to reuse the resources what we have. So we brought it up as a commercial product. Now today we stand to do retrofit of cars, and these cars will get 10 years of more life after they are retrofitted.
So, for the viewers out there, basically what Hawk EV does is takes off your IC engine and
We do away with the IC engine, we scrap it out, we put the motors and the other electric equipment. The car is as good as it was with the IC engine after retrofitment. And we do the RTO paperwork also for the conversion is done on papers also for the customer.
one of the challenge for retrofitting industry or the in business is, all the components, majority of them comes from, you have to import them. So could you talk about that a bit as to what kind of challenge is it, and what do you think should happen going forward to make this business, feasible?
See, there is a big challenge if you are getting the EV parts from China. There are resentments from the government, there are resentment from the public also. For me, I am fortunate, I don't use any Chinese part. My motor comes from South Korea, my controller comes from USA, my BMS comes from Italy, and batteries I make myself.
Pretty much covered all the three key components that goes into any retrofit.
Yes. That's all you need in a retrofit. You don't need anything much.
What should happen going forward? We are at this EV show, right? And we see many Indian companies doing that, make in India, so Atmanirbhar, all of that. Do you think Indian companies will be ready to, provide you all the other things that you right now importing?
As of now, we want the government to take stringent steps in reducing the GST on battery, because battery being the main component and the costliest component of a retrofit or even a new car. The rates of retrofit or the new cars are more as compared because of the batteries. Now government can help us by reducing or making the batteries tax free, at least for the EV sector. 18% of difference will come. 20 at certain places it is 28%, certain places 18% of GST is there. So if you cut down that 18% GST or make it tax free, it will be a great help to this industry.
Now, there are, the leaders in battery manufacturing, like the Amar Raja of the world, Excite of the world.
Sir, rather it is fortunate for us that now bigwigs are coming into this battery manufacturing. So we will get stabilized batteries.
That's what my question was.
Yes.
Will this help your industry?
It will definitely help the industry, because now the battery manufacturers are small scale battery manufacturers. So they do compromise somehow or the other. But when the bigwigs will come in, we'll get batteries which will be of quality.
As you rightly pointed out, that when the big wigs come in, it'll create, it'll give you cost advantage, it'll make the stability better technology, and they being, with deeper pockets.
The warranties will be better looked on upon, sir. See, we are main bothered about the warranties. Batteries, so chalo, everybody gives you. But how about they tell you there are 3,000 cycles warranty. 3,000 cycles means at least a period of 10 years. And there's no guarantee the next year that guy will be there or not. So that is one major challenge. And it is a major challenge for me as a retrofitter because the battery guy is not giving the guarantee. I am giving the warranties. So if whoever supplied me the major reason for me to get into manufacturing of battery was this, that I was scared whether the OEM will sustain for 2 years or not. He's giving me a battery for 10 years. But whether he himself sustains for 2 years or not. And I cannot go back on my words or my warranties to a customer. So that was the reason why we started our own battery manufacturing setup.
Now coming back to the retrofit business itself, how much of is finding skilled workforce who can work with you in your business is a challenge?
It is a difficulty as of now. So because you don't need floor shop people here, you need engineers, and you need
More of electrical basically.
and you get engineers, but generally they don't have a know-how. They don't have the experience. So getting trained engineers is a difficulty at this point of time because the scooter market has grown very well. The EV scooter and three-wheeler market has, I would say, grown out of proportion.
Will it help for companies like yours and the EV sector in general if the course curriculum within electrical engineering was to have a correction?
I think MSME is doing a good job, sir. They're training people, especially for the EV vehicles. I mean, the electric vehicles. I have seen quite a few seminars conducted by the MSME where they only train people to work on electric vehicles. So that is a good initiative from the government part. And I am sure that a lot of technical institutes will open now. Like if you just go back 10 years back, there were very few mobile repairing shops. Now today, if you go out and see, every nook and corner you see a mobile repair shop. So that is because the colleges introduced courses into mobile repair, the technical ITIs and all. So it is soon going to happen that all ITIs will have a course or a stream in electric vehicles.
Hawk EV, you're based out of Bangalore. That's where you have a retrofitting facility. Are you looking at expanding into other cities like the Hyderabad?
Yes, we have two modules where we are working on. One is Coco, where a company owns and company operates a facility. Then another option what we have is franchise owned but company operated. I don't want to dilute the quality what we have as of now by giving it to a third party where he puts in his own systems in place.
So you're able to assure the control the quality part of it, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So the franchisee just gives you infrastructure and then you run the show.
Yes, and we share the profits with the franchise.
So what's the plan like going forward? How many company owned and how many franchisee owned are you looking at across India? And what are the next plans? Have you identified some cities that you would be starting very soon?
Sir, in Delhi we have taken over around 5 outlets which were doing service for the general cars. So one company has shifted out of Delhi. So we have picked up 5 branches of theirs, which will be all company owned and company operated. We are planning the 5 major cities as of now, like Bombay, Chennai, Calcutta, Pune, and Hyderabad.
And all of these will be company owned.
Yes, in the first phase, we'll have all of them company owned.
And you already have a huge backlog, of orders.
Backlog of orders from the Army and Navy.
Maybe other government organizations will follow, like the police and.
Police, we are doing buses which are toilet buses, restrooms for the police, which is again a unique thing. MP Forest Department, we have an order getting contemplated for around 1,200 gypsies.
And what's the base cost for a conversion?
So 675 is my base cost for a range of 300 kilometers.
I would ask 2 questions here and club them together. One is the maintenance itself. For a car like yours, retrofitted cars, what is the maintenance? And second is, if that be the formula where if you do 100 kilometers a day and then you break even happens in 9 months, won't this be a good option for taxi services?
It is, and we are doing a lot of taxi services like Municipal Corporation of Mathiran. in Maharashtra. They want to do 300 cars and they don't want to allow any IC engine cars into Mathiran. So only electric vehicles will go inside that municipal corporation. So that's a nice initiative. Then all these newly started layouts, which are environment friendly, they are also not taking IC engines inside their locality. They have a parking separately.
So do you think in future, ever a situation will come where retrofit companies like yours could go up to manufacturers and say, "I just need your shell, and I without the IC engine, and I would do the retrofitting."
Definitely, because see, sir, what has happened now? I have got a call from the tourism department of Karnataka. They wanted to buy 1,000 cars, and when they approached the OEM manufacturers, they showed their inability to give the cars on time. So these guys came to us and they said, can you do it? Now our talks are on with Tatas that if they can give us a shell.
So you get a brand new car with an EV, and then that's it. Right?
But it really doesn't matter. We refurbish cars as good as brand new. I mean, when we get an old car, if you see the video of a Gypsy which we have done for the Southern Command, it's a 23 years old Gypsy. So you can see how we have retrofitted and how we have refurbished it. So it's as good as new.
Thank you, Anum. Thank you very much being on our show, and we wish you all the very best.